And benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to another episode of the Napoli Rant. I am Raf Biz, joined by my co-host, the Vicar of Vesuvius, Rafa Rispa.
What's up, everybody? Come stai, Raf Pizarro?
Ciao, bello, tutto a posto. Welcome to you. Welcome to all our viewers in the chat as well as our audio listeners. Let's get this rant on the road. But before we do, we're not going to ask you to hit that like button right now. We're not going to ask you to subscribe. We do have a message. It's like I'm fighting back the tears a little bit, Rafa. I'm fighting back the emotion right now, but it's something that is happening. And
yeah, it's happening. Yeah,
Rafa, do you want me to say it or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do want you to say it.
Yeah, maybe. After, first of all, after 3 years, 3 long years of doing this show, almost 200 episodes or 200 videos rather, we have decided to make this episode for now, for the foreseeable future, the final episode here on the Napoli Rant. Moment of silence. You know, life is life, and it is what it is. And for many reasons, we have to do it. But for those of you, for all our day oneers, as well as even the new people, it has been the absolute pleasure here to service you guys. We're not completely out the game. We will certainly keep up with our socials, maybe do some rants on Instagram, things that you guys can engage in and respond to. And me and Rafa will still be helping build this community. I'll go to Queens and find you, Biz. Don BX says. And certainly keep up with Beasts of the Match. And of course, we have the Discord, guys, for those of you who know about it, a place that you can kind of come and rant if you want. But for now, guys, this is it.
Well, and I think we should stress for now, and I think we should stress that we're not completely going away. It's become a little bit much due to new circumstances of our lives to come on here and do a weekly show. Like, our initial announcement was going to be to move to Tuesday nights, but we spoke about it over the weekend and decided that neither of us can give 100% to what we want this rant show to be. So we're just gonna kind of table it for now. And Tyler, we love you too. I'm not going away from social. Biz and I spoke, and our idea is to stay, like he mentioned earlier, very active on socials. Maybe do some Insta lives sometimes, some videos back and forth on our Instagrams, rants, engagement. Like he said, the Discord, X and Twitter, whatever it is still up. I can run that. We're still gonna give Beasts of the Match for every game. That's gonna, still kind of engage some chat, and we recognize that the live, panel here, the live chat is what drives us big time, and we don't want you guys to go away from that. Keep us subscribed in your YouTube, because who knows, we could come back, we could do something once in a while. We may figure something new out, but we'll still be around. All of our friends, we're gonna do what we can for clubs and stuff like that. Raf and Raf, isn't really going away, right, Ralph? It's the rant that needs to be tabled just a little bit. And um, I still plan to try to do maybe a podcast here and there. I've been throwing some ideas around in my head to keep something alive. But right now, it's just kind of gotta take a back seat to life, man. Right? I mean, Joe Fischetti hit the nail on the head when he gave his.
It's like a double blow for the Napoli community here with all this.
But again, you still have you still have the audio, you still have Napoli talk, you still have in the shadow of Vesuvio. And like I said, I'm going to do what I can to throw together some sort of a podcast, just quick, audio, maybe something video, like definitely not the rant, but something. You know what I mean? I don't want to completely go away, but Biz and I need to figure some things out, right, Ralph? The thing is that if we can't give our 100% to this platform, the Napoli rant, we'd rather table it to figure something out. Again, this is not a complete goodbye, right? Um, but it's something that we have to do. Ralphie boy, we have to get our lives together in order and straight. Everybody's healthy, everybody's fine, but
Everybody's
like
dying.
no one's dying, no one's leaving the country. But family stuff, how
Work stuff.
personal stuff, man. Like yeah. Things have been sort of put to the side for this, and right now, again, to give our 100%, we can't. So, um, you know, don't for any reason, for any for nothing is going to keep us gone, but we just have to take a break. We have to take a minute, reflect, and come back stronger when we can. But yeah, I mean, for now, this is it, right, Rafi? And what a way to go!
What a way to go.
What a way to go, right? What a way to go away for a little bit is to basically celebrate a loss, right? I mean, I didn't want to say it like that because I don't celebrate losses. I don't wish for losses. I don't want losses. Um, but no, so I'll read this. Carmelo, I want to read this from Carmelo Franzetto. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Awesome show. Will be missed for now. I hope the decision was made because of the conflict between us, or maybe
Wasn't
he's
made.
saying it wasn't
Wasn't.
made because of conflict between us supporters. No, absolutely zero. We want that. The Napoli rant was created to show that emotion, thrive on it. We're not all going to agree, but the platform that we created here, Ralph, I believe was intended to get those who don't agree together and have these heated and healthy debates and have it out, but in a way that we can still respect each other. Once it gets to disrespectful level, then I don't want to be part of it. But that's not at all what happened.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, this was a personal decision between Ralph and myself. Ralph brought it to me, the attention. We stopped to take a look at it, and we're just ready to take a couple steps back to move forward. Right, Ralphie?
Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. It's just we got to do it for now. It has to be done. I watched you guys over. Thank you, Anthony. One of the few. Thank you, Anthony. Watches over.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot.
But yeah, I mean, no, guys, this is nothing personal to anybody. This is a personal
Right.
decision. But, however, what I will say, guys, that this community is small. It's big in heart, but it is small. And if there is any type of division out there for whatever reason, it needs to kill it. Ralph and I have been a proponent of trying to bring things together for a long
right.
time. And whether it be clubs or chats or personal accounts or discords or whatever, the separation is never gonna work, guys.
It's not it's not
poisonous, man.
yeah, it's not a bad thing to be. It's not a bad thing to have different opinions, but once it gets personal and there's division amongst that because of something personal, like that's where things need to stop. And that's the poison of social media, is that people aren't afraid to go over the line with their fingers behind their phones and their keyboards. We always aimed to bring Napoli fans closer together. That is a different issue, however, and it has nothing to do with the reason why we're stopping for now. To be 100% honest with you, it has a lot to do with our work situations and our home situations.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the division, because honestly, we can handle a little bit of debate here.
We've been
difference
called
of opinions.
plenty of
We can
things,
handle
plenty
it.
of times. That doesn't
Yeah. So please don't think that that's what it is, because it's not. It's not what it is. Again, in order for us to give the best possible show, the best possible platform, the best possible appearance, and what have you, we need time, and we don't have it right now. Like, there are circumstances that are beyond our control right now that are just stopping us from dedicating this entire things today. The Marco Messinas, Nike Quinteras, the kids that are doing these things, kids, man, they started out as kids anyway. A lot of people, content creators online, they're kids. We're 40 years old, and other things that was made before then. But like, and what's funny is that like, I was thinking, who are we going to give this beast to? And Ralph texts me with, "We got to talk." And
should we start there?
Let's start.
I mean, it's everybody's favorite thing was Beast of the Match.
Let's just go to the
That
Beast
was
of the
our
Match,
best.
because here's the deal.
Beast of the Match, yeah,
right, and it's gonna stay. It's gonna stick around. Like I said, we're gonna do it on Instagram, Twitter, but we decided that we're not talking about the match on Sunday. We're not talking about it.
No.
But we're gonna give a beast. Right, Rob?
We're gonna give a beast.
We'll give a beast. We'll give it away. We'll talk about it.
This beast, a lot of people have been calling for this to be the beast. And
have they?
Yeah, Rafa. A lot of people was like, this.
So I'm not the only one who had the idea.
No. It's been going on for weeks.
All right.
And when we spoke about it today, Rafa, I said, today's the day. Today's the day. Despite our message, I was like, today's the day that this is going to get the beast. So here we are, Beast of the Match live on air for a while, but we will continue with Beast of the Match every week on Instagram, guys. We will have more presence on Instagram. We are just taking a step back from the show for now. But here we are. Beast of the Match, guys. There it is, guys. Beast of the Match, Napoli Empoli, goes to the Tifosi in the stands. Because, I mean, you had to be a beast to sit in that stadium raining, watching that damn game.
Watching that.
And then having to lose minutes.
Before the final whistle. Minute two.
Minute two?
2 minutes before the final. Yeah. I got a little teary-eyed for a moment, because I feel like this, especially this graphic, right? And I feel like this this beast means a little more than just the fans that sat in the stands, 50,000. that went to go see Napoli Empoli in the rain and endure Rudi Garcia's final match, and um, I feel like this goes out to the fans and it goes out to our fans who stuck with us all this time and who joins us every week, and whether it's live, taped, audio, you know, I no, I think it just matches the vibe tonight. Like, the tifosi you see on the screen right now at the Maradona is you guys. It's you. It represents everybody watching right now, and it represents everybody we've ever come in contact with and encountered, everybody that I've encountered, and I just want to thank everybody for that, because like we really put our heart and souls into this, and you know we have a lot of people who look forward to watching us and listening to us every week, and I get messages still saying thanks for the show or great stuff, or like, hey, I don't agree, and which is great. I mean, dude, I want to hear stuff like that, and it just, this has been a very good thing for me, a good outlet for me, and I promise you, if we can come back, we will, and we'll be better, and we'll have time, and we'll be more structured, and we'll be more focused, and we'll be more, we just need to be perfect. Bizarro and I need perfection, and if we can't give it to you, we'd rather not give you anything. So
beats to the match.
Beats to the match of the fans.
Goes to the Tifosi. It goes to all of you guys for having to put up with this shit. So let's rant, guys, because why not, man? Let's just go all out, balls to the wall here. This is it. Let's have some fun. Everybody be respectful, but let it go, man.
I decided to wear last year's kit because I don't know if I can wear this year's kit until we fix things.
I think this was a Mazzarri era kit.
No,
was
that was a Benitez.
Was it a kit? Benitez? Shit.
It was, but I was looking for my Cavani jersey. And I think I folded it and put it away somewhere because it's an XL when I used to fit in XLs, and I'm not going to attempt to even try to pretend like it fits me. So I couldn't find it anyway. But I like the callback to those days. That was those days, and
well, speaking of those days, Rafa.
Yeah.
Mazzarri back on the bench. Guys, let's get your thoughts on this. Let's rant about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I've obviously, there's been so much back and forth. I mean, there's a line, again, split right in the middle of the Tifoseria here as to like what's going to happen. Again, we're getting the same anxieties, the ADLs, it was his fault. It was that fault. It was we're blaming everything and everybody once again, guys. We're imploding again, guys. We're imploding again. A little bit of pressure hits, we're imploding again. But aspetta. Let's take this back to the beginning. Spalletti, please. Spalletti decided to take this back, right? And Dan from
TCW, he said, tap your mic real quick. Just tap it. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Oh yeah. Good.
My microphone. And I promised I would do some email. So I got a little bit of a sweat.
It's doing it again. Guys, this is one of the reasons we need to, take a little breather. We have to fix some. We need to fix some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
how about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, great.
Everybody good?
Perfect.
Thumbs up in the chat.
Perfect.
Spalletti leaves. Now, ADL obviously is forced to find another coach. There's a few people in mind. He couldn't get them. We end up with Garcia. He thought Garcia was a safe bet. He was going to play a similar system. He coached in Italy before. He knew the league. But it didn't work out. In the meantime, the team wasn't gelling. Stupid TikTok videos, which, by the way, also not ADL's fault. The ADL is not sitting on TikTok. He might be sitting on Twitter, but he's not sitting on TikTok making coconut videos to hosting him. All right. But the guy responsible for letting those things out the door. Rudi Garcia, not letting the team gel, loses against Empoli. Terrible decision making all throughout the beginning of the season. Out the door. Fact, we hired a coach even before we fired him. Even before ADL mentioned that he got rid of good, and I don't even think he mentioned it yet. He said, "Welcome back, Mazzarri."
No, he didn't.
That's how ruthless this guy is. And we were all sitting back saying, "Oh, he doesn't care. Oh, he's not going to do anything. Oh, he doesn't have the balls." First off, ADL wasn't going to fire his coach 8 games into the season. It's just not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. You don't fire the manager on a whim.
No.
On a whim. He waited. He gave him a chance. He gave an ultimatum. Either you do this in these next couple games or you're out. He knew the break was coming up. He did it. This was the perfect time. It was the perfect time. So I don't want to hear ADL. It's his fault. All right, it's his fault. Fine. Well, then it's also his fault for winning a Scudetto. All right. It's also to his credit that he wins a Scudetto because he's the one who bought those players that went on the field. He's the one who hired Spalletti that went on the field and won the thing. And yeah, I know he's a little egotistical, the guy. Fine, I'll give you that. He's not perfect, our president. I'm not saying he's Jesus Christ here. But if he's at fault for all these things, then he should also receive the credit for the good things, not just the bad things.
I just think people went right back to ADL is shit way too fast.
Because it's a scapegoat. You know what I mean? It's a scapegoat.
It's just way too fast.
It's
way too fast,
rant, guys.
It wasn't. It was less than 6 months ago we were lifting the Scudetto on the pitch. Less than 6 months ago. So you have to look at everything, right? These managers didn't want to come in, like you said. Rudi Garcia didn't connect well with the team. It has nothing to do with Kim Min-jae leaving and not replacing him. We did replace him, but has nothing to do with any of that. We bought players. Rudi Garcia is the guy that didn't start Natan for 5 games. Rudi Garcia is the guy that barely plays Lindstrom. Rudi Garcia is the guy that doesn't put Elmas in off the bench. Rudi Garcia is the guy that sits Kvaratskhelia when we need a goal. Rudi Garcia is the guy that decides to turn over the team the week before the match before international break, like they need a rest for their national teams. Rudi Garcia is the guy, not ADL. ADL hired him, but ADL never in his wildest imagination. If you asked ADL, hey, this is what's gonna happen. If you told ADL that in 11 games in, Napoli are going to be 10 points out of first place if you hire Rudi Garcia, he wouldn't have hired Rudi Garcia. Let's just say that, okay? Rudi Garcia had enough of a resume to convince ADL that he could do it. Now, mind you, he's 4th choice, fine. But look at it.
Go on.
Look at the other team. Look at the other coaches that were available at the time. Okay, Italiano didn't want to leave Fiorentina yet. Who else was it? Luis Enrique. I guarantee you, Luis Enrique was holding out for that PSG job because Luis Enrique's last job before that was Barcelona, a stacked Barcelona who in Spain, who won everything under the sun. Why? Because they have all these crazy players. No one's going to go get a Zidane. Zidane for what? Look at the team that he had. They won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Fine. Look at that team. Ralph Pizarro could have coached that team and they would have won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. It doesn't like the managers that we wanted were not available. Conte, should we have gone with Conte? No. Spalletti was specifically looking for someone who plays the similar style as Spalletti with a similar outlook. Now, Rudi Garcia comes in and decides he wants to reinvent the wheel and fix a Ferrari that doesn't need fixing. That's Rudi Garcia's problem. And should ADL have had the foresight to see that? Maybe. But at the same time, he did a lot of convincing to ADL to tell him, hey, I'm the right guy for the job. And guess what? First 2 matches we won, as soon as we lost to Lazio, everybody was like, okay, done with Garcia. He's got to go. He's got to go after match 3. And everybody knows that it's quite unrealistic to let a manager go after match 3. Okay? So you needed to give him some time. He was afforded some time. He pulled off some good results. He did get some wins, but he's been abominable at home, and the in-game decisions have not gone his way. So ADL actually did sack this guy, and everybody was like, should have been sooner. It's only 12 matches into the season. We have a whole 2/3 of the season left, and we just sacked the manager. The champions of Italy, the reigning champions of Italy, sacked their manager in the 12th game of the season. We didn't even finish half the Champions League group. At least Ancelotti got the Champions League group stage finished. At least they gave Ancelotti till Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom line is this. The change finally needed to be made, and he made it. He did not hesitate. He did not say, hey, let's see what he does until Christmas, because coming up is Atalanta, Juve, Real Madrid, the other game in the Champions League, the Supercoppa, the Coppa Italia, the Inter. These are matches that are coming up, and now the change needed to be made. So you want to get a manager who is going to make sense, right? Now, who do we have to look at? We had Igor Tudor, who said yes, but wanted a longer contract. You have Antonio Conte, who said yes, but he wants to come in the summer. You have other guys. Gallardo has been thrown around by fans. I've never heard Napoli come out and say, oh, Gallardo's a choice. Never linked with us, but everybody wants this guy for some reason. Don't ask me why. And then there's this guy, Mazzarri, who everybody says, don't go back. And normally I would say the same thing too. But you know what? This appointment actually makes the most sense of anybody for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, considering the circumstances. I'm not going to say, like Rafa Mazzarri, if he came out and said, oh, Ben Tornato, Walter Mazzarri, post Spalletti, then I would be like, hold on a minute. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? For the circumstances that we have in right now, there's nobody better than Walter Mazzarri. And here's a reason why. Big one. Igor Tudor wanted an 18-month contract. He wanted 2 years. He wanted his contract to end in 2025, which means no matter what happens at the end of this season, we got him on our books until 2025. What if he comes in and sucks? Because he also doesn't play Spalletti style. Conte is not willing to come in mid-season. Okay, he did it for Tottenham. That's Tottenham. He's not willing to come to Napoli mid-season. What do? We hire Walter Mazzarri, who knows the place, knows the owner, knows how we operate, and has said publicly, I've studied Luciano Spalletti's method, and I'm willing to change my game for these players to play their style. Did you hear Rudi Garcia say that? Did you hear them say that? I didn't hear him say that. I saw him tinkering a lot. I didn't hear him say, hey, guys, go out there and play your own way. That's one of the reasons why he lost the players. Because Mazzarri's going to come in and have these guys go, and you know what you need? What you have is a gift. And you can use that gift on the pitch. What I'm going to do is motivate you the way I motivated Cavani, Lavezzi, Hamsik, Aronica, Campagnaro, Cannavaro, Grava, Gargano, Blasi, freaking Zemaili, Inler. I'm going to motivate you the way I motivated those guys, Zuniga, Dosena, the way I fought and clawed to second place, to a Coppa Italia. And yeah, he got some bad teams after that. Yeah, he took over an Inter side that started a banter era. He took over a Watford side. It's Watford. He took over Torino, who he did okay with first season, and then they went down. And Cagliari. Look at those teams, and please tell me that Mazzarri is at fault. Those players were second, fiddle, second-rate players, man. Even the Inter team, second-rate. You're coming into the champions of Italy who know how to play if you let them play. Mazzarri is the right man for this job, and he's only taking €1 million until the end of the season, and he's gone. He's gone. You have to imagine if they come back and win the Scudetto or win the Champions League, that maybe we'll offer him something. But his contract ends at the end of the season, and he agreed to that. He agreed to do that. Why? Because ADL has something coming at the end of this season. And is it Antonio Conte? Is it Zinedine Zidane? Is it a higher profile manager? Is it Italiano De Zerbi or who's the guy I like at Bologna, Thiago Motta? Maybe. But that just shows you that he is not committing to the rest of the future with Mazzarri, and he is working on getting us back to where we need to be. And all Mazzarri has to do is get us back to the Champions League, and we're going to be fine. We know we're not winning the Scudetto this season, but we're still in it for a Supercoppa, Coppa Italia, and the Champions League. And if we can get to top 4, boom, Mazzarri did his job. And I'm sorry, but I'm so sick and tired of everybody complaining about this when all they did was complain about Garcia. I'm done with it. Done with it. Okay, now here's where everybody gets pissed that I'm like going against what people think, right? This is not the reason we're stopping this show. What I'm telling you is I'm done listening to you complain about something after you just complained about something and it got done. I'm finished with it, okay? Finished with it. Don't miss me with that, because this is where we're going now, whether you like it or not, and we're going to be just fine. We have the talent. Mind you, all this, Ralph, all this, and then I'm done with my rant. Okay, and then you can rant. All this, and we haven't had Osimhen on the pinch since when? We've more like a month and a half.
Yeah,
month and a half at least. He got hurt with Nigeria last national team break. Okay, let's not forget that Victor Osimhen has not been on the pitch. These results have been coming without Victor Osimhen. Or last year we won with that. But last year we won without him. But we had fucking Spalletti on the bench. What do you expect with Rudi Garcia on the bench? Wait till Osimhen comes back. Cavani scored 104 goals with Mazzarri at the helm. Wait till Osimhen comes back. Wait till he comes back to this positive energy, this fight for you energy. Rudi Garcia was a snobby, entitled Frenchman who didn't understand anything about Napoli. Wait until Mazzarri gets Juventus at home and Inter and the Champions League. Just wait, man. Just wait. Ugh. I don't want to hear about triangles and tactics and trajectories and but the 4-3-3 and the 3-4. No, because sometimes it's not about that. It's about right here. Napoli has it on the pitch, the X's and O's. They have it. Mazzarri's going to let them do it. It's about here. This is what we were missing. This is what we were missing from Spalletti, and Mazzarri's going to give it to us until June, and then we're going to get somebody who's going to take us into the future. Everybody, Serie B, please miss me with all this. Please miss me with all of it. Thank you. Rant.
Have a nice night.
You sure you want to leave? You sure you want to take a break, Ralph?
Have a nice night, folks. We'll see you again next Monday. I mean,
no.
The way I look at it, the way I look at it is, one, it's a play. You listen, y'all wanted to get rid of Garcia. We got rid of Garcia. Y'all wanted to take care of the TikTok thing. We took care of the TikTok thing. Y'all want to re-sign Osimhen and Zielinski? ADL's trying to re-sign Zielinski and Osimhen. He's trying to do all of it. Walter Mazzarri, unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, at the moment is the guy that needed to come in and do the job. Now, why am I okay with it? I'll tell you why. He was the guy that brought this team to Champions League with practically nobody. I mean, okay, I don't want to call, that triangle of Hamsik, Lavezzi, and Cavani nobody. Obviously, they were great They were pillars of this team, but we barely had a defense. We barely had a midfield. I mean, we had some pretty good players, but we didn't have the same quality team that we do now. And the only team we lost against with him in the Champions League was Chelsea, who ended up winning the Champions League that year. And not only that, but here's another interesting fact, if you don't remember, they were having a problem with their coach too. Remember? And then they sacked him, brought on what's his name?
Di Matteo. Roberto Di Matteo.
And did they win the double?
They won the Champions League.
They won the Champions League that year.
They finished. I want to say they finished 5th and won the Champions League. They were one of those teams that had to like put it this way. Put it this way, Ralph. We lost 2 games. We lost 2 games that year. Maggio too. Oh my God, how can I miss it? We lost 2 games in the Champions League that year. 2 games we lost. Right? In the group stage, we lost to Bayern Munich in Munich. They were finalists. So we lost to the finalists and to the eventual champions that had to come back down 3-1 to beat us. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is Mazzarri, yeah, okay, you want to say his teams was practically nobody. When you in the grand scheme of Napoli teams, yeah, maybe they were. But they were consistently, Mazzarri finished 5th, 2nd, and 3rd, or 5th. No, it was what did he finished? 2, 3. He finished 5th.
Yeah, but Rafa, listen, ADL wasn't breaking transfer records during the Mazzarri years. He was bargain bin hunting for players, which is what we did, and created a team out of it. And Mazzarri made something out of nothing.
Yeah,
who knew Lavezzi? Who knew Hamsik? Who knew Kovacic?
No, you're right.
Who knew
He finished 3rd, 2nd, and then 3rd, 5th, and then 2nd. With these guys.
He was the start of the era of what we see Napoli today. Give him his 6 months and let's see what he can do. You wanted Garcia out, ladies and fellas and bellas. You got him out. This is who you got now. What else do you want? This is not Football Manager. This is not
it's not EAFC. No, it's not.
Now it's not that shit. All right, everybody's pulling all these names out of a hat, thinking it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen right now.
But and that's the thing.
Sleeve for something else. But dai, ragazzi, per prendere un allenatore è difficile.
È difficile mezza stagione. In mezza stagione è proprio difficile. Listen, again.
Non scherziamo, ragazzi.
You're not gonna.
Abbiamo lasciato Garcia perché è una scessa di merda francese che puzza. Adesso
vattene, mangia croissant. Listen.
My throat's gonna suffer with this one. Benvenuti, Walter, benvenuti.
Walter Mazzarri. Hey, remember Zona Mazzarri, man? Where we scored, bro. I can't wait. Listen, I can't wait. I'm sorry. I can't wait.
Let's score a goal.
I can't wait. You're not gonna find the answer to the solution in November. It's not going to happen. Managers are at their clubs, or they've decided to take seasons off, or whatever, And here's another thing: the blame on Spalletti is also another joke to me. I don't blame him for anything. I've seen people say things like, "This is all Spalletti's fault." F Spalletti. F Spalletti. Spalletti brought us to a fucking a Scudetto. The Scudetto everybody wanted. Everybody wanted the Scudetto. Now it's Spalletti's fault. He ruined Napoli. He brought Napoli to. He solidified what we've wanted for all this time. Spalletti is not at fault. Okay, he wanted a little more money. Maybe the way he went about it was wrong. He wanted to take this sabbatical. Then he took the national team job. Fine. But I'm not blaming Spalletti. I'm not even blaming ADL. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just, this is what happened. These things happen in life. Someone at my barbershop asked me for more money. They got another offer at another shop who offered them more of a percentage and more money. I wanted this person to stay with us, but I couldn't do it. So what I do? I had to let them go. Go ahead. You're gonna make more money. Go make more money. I can't give you more right now. I can't do it. This is business. This is the way it works. You know, guys. Spalletti wanted more money. Okay, fine. Yeah, you want to talk about him in a negative light, bro? He did what he did with us. The guy has us tattooed on his arm. He cherishes this team for the rest of his life. He won his Scudetto with us. Spalletti won a freaking Scudetto, guys. When have we ever been able to say that before? And he won it with us. Okay? He wanted to move on. It's a natural progression. It happens. It happens. I know we all want to keep this manager, a manager for I don't know how many years that teams have managers, right? But guys, it's over. Move on. Stop placing blame and let's just look ahead to the future, which is not all doom and gloom. We're still in fourth place. We're really only 10 points behind Inter. They just one injury away from, possible capitulation. Milan sucks. Juve is not all that good, but they keep winning. All we need to do is string some wins along and get our confidence back, which we can do under him. That's it. That's it. It's just everybody needs to calm down again. Calm down. The bad part is over. Rudi Garcia is gone. Everybody wanted him gone. He's gone. I wanted him gone.
Careful what you wish for.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I said it myself. I don't care who it is. I didn't care if it was Cannavaro. I didn't care if it was Igor Tudor. I didn't care if it was Conte. I didn't care if it was Mazzarri. I didn't care if it was anyone. I'll take Frustalupi in that freaking spot. Anybody. I'd take anybody over Rudi Garcia to finish this season out. Maybe Frustalupi is a little crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Garcia was a cancer to this team, and for those who are saying he might, for those who are saying, Mazzarri, you might as well have kept Rudi Garcia. Really? Because then we'll lose to Atalanta, and then who's at fault? Garcia. And then we'll lose to Real Madrid, and who's at fault? Garcia. And then we'll lose to Juventus, and who's at fault? Garcia. You really want to keep Rudi Garcia, or do you want to take a chance with someone who knows us and knows what to do and is an accomplished Serie A manager at that? So there you go. That's my case. You guys are entitled to your opinion, and I respect that. I do. I'm not going to say you're wrong. That's your opinion. You don't think we're going to do good with Mazzarri? Fine. Let's just see how it unfolds, okay? I'm not going to go saying, see, I told you so, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to say, hey, see, I told you guys. Well, I'm not going to say it like that, like, condescending. I am going to, though, be like, sometimes you just have to take a step back and take a look at the whole picture, like what Ralph and I are doing with the show. Sometimes you just have to take it before you lose your minds. Take a step back, take a look at the whole view, and say, what's the positives in this? Rudi Garcia is gone. We don't have to blame him anymore. He's done. It's over.
A little closing music,
guys. This is it, right?
What else can we do, Rafa? I mean, we've been here 3 years, guys, trying to give you a little bit of optimism. I hope you take something all out of this. I mean, at the end of the day, we got the monkey off our back. We got our Scudetto. I think learning to be champions is also learning when to not do so good sometimes. I mean, we've suffered so long. What's a little season that doesn't go well? What is that? It's a little hiccup, man. I mean,
it's a little hiccup.
The team is mid-table. I know I have some friends out there in the Discord, and I love you guys, but don't address this. Don't address our team as mid-table because we are not a mid-table.
By no means. Right? By any means.
ADL is not perfect, and he's annoying, and sometimes he's obnoxious, and he definitely needs to improve some relations. But he brought you a Scudetto, guys. He brought you a top European team, man. Against all the odds, we're here.
Do you realize that Napoli still have a chance to qualify for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup? Do you realize that, Ralph? If Napoli make it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League again, right? Napoli have a chance. They're in the running. Okay, say they don't do it, right? At least they're in the running for it. Like when would you have been able to say Napoli in the running to qualify for a World Cup? Huh? This is the first edition that it's going to be an every 4-year edition, so you have 4 years to qualify. Right? Instead of just winning the tournament, you can qualify through good performance. And Napoli are considered in this talk. When Mazzarri was manager before, would you ever think that Napoli would be playing in the Club World Cup? No. No. And where does it all fall back to? ADL. And okay, let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt that wants ADL gone, that says ADL should sell. He's hit the ceiling. Hey, he hit a pretty high ceiling to me. Remember, we were all saying he hit the ceiling with this club before we won the Scudetto, and then we won the Scudetto. So I don't subscribe to the ADL hate, and I don't subscribe to the Serie B talk when it comes to Walter Mazzarri. I just don't. Sorry, guys. I don't.
Well, on that note, guys, thank you again for all your support. It has certainly been a pleasure. Again, this is not goodbye. This is see you later.
Watch this space.
Check us out on the Discord. Come into our Discord, guys. Come into follow our Instagram. We'll do some rants over there, places you can comment and talk. We are going to take a step back, but not a step out. And we're always here. We're always here to talk, guys. We're always here to talk. I'm trying to get you. I'm like shaking right now, getting all you guys' comments in the chat. By the way, I'm like, you can't see it, but my hands are shaking.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet day, man. Because Ralph, I know how much this show means to you. It means as much to me as it does to you, and everybody watching means a lot to me, and everybody listening on the audio means a lot to me. Everybody means a lot to me, and you guys are like another part of family. You're part of my week, you know, and we just have to continue on, you know. We'll move on. We'll figure something out. We'll be okay. Everybody's gonna be good, and we're gonna move. We're gonna move on from here, and we're gonna figure things out. And I won't let this die. I'm not gonna let this die, man. We'll figure it out, right? Like Napoli, never die. Non mollare mai.
Non mollare mai, guys. Until then, guys, Forza Napoli sempre.
Campioni d'Italia.
Campioni d'Italia. All right, guys. Catch us in Discord. Be good. Trying to find my thing here. Ciao, bellissimi. Ciao.